Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream and to the chat. So today we have a very nice flight. We have also two freeware airports. This is one of them. We have very nice colors here. It's nighttime. It's around 4 o'clock in the morning here in Malaysia. And normally we don't fly at night. We will also not do that today. But I will just want to show you how beautiful it is for a freeware. So it's totally free. The link is in the description below. So we have Eddie in the chat. Hello, good evening, goedenavond. The only bad thing is that my PC has a hard time to load everything. So we do a view of the airport at night. See a very nice airport. Also a lot of planes. Also a very big airport. And my PC has a really hard time. Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you very much. You see only an airplane. That's because I forgot to turn off this. Merci, merci. So once again, here we are then. I forgot to put on the screen, the game screen. My excuse for that. So we will start over. So this is the airport. So again, it's around 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is the freeware airport in Malaysia. We have some nice lighting. You can also go inside. You have also the payware version from this airport. It's from the same guy that made this one. I don't know what the differences are, but this is already looking very good. So we fly over the airport and then we can go to our plane. As you can see, it's very big. There's nothing to see. So the lights are very nice. That's why I wanted to show you at night. There's some things here. It's hard to set a drone. So we have also the cargo area from this airport. And then we hear the insects here. Then Air Asia. So very nice. And then we go back to our plane. And it's located right here. So today we fly with Air Asia from Indonesia, because Air Asia has everywhere in Asia a different company. So you have also Air Asia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand. But today we fly Air Asia from Indonesia. So this is the plane, also a nice livery. So we can jump into the plane and then we can start up everything, and we can also change the time when we are ready. Also I put on the camera, and then I need to put this. So we are here. We start up with external power and the batteries, fuel pumps, and then adheres 1, 2, and 3. Also, beacon light can come on.
Arm doors and cross-check.
iPad, or the flypad, how they call it. And then we go to Atsu, and we see how many passengers we have today. That's 154. So let's start boarding.
Once again, we'd like to welcome you on board. Your safety is our top priority, so we appreciate if you give this your attention while we demonstrate the safety features.
It's 26 degrees today here in Malaysia. Very nice temperature. Maybe already too hot for some people. So that's set. Then we import SimBrief here. So you can see 26 degrees Celsius. And then we go to the fuel page. And we need today 7,940 kilograms of fuel. So 7,940. And we take a reel. It takes 5 minutes. We have actually a nice music playing. The only thing that is not working is the jetway, it seems. And that's a bummer. Nope, the jetway is not working. So we can put in the flight number. And flight number is AXM, and then 388. There we go. And we've cruised at 311. Cruising altitude is 35,000 feet, so 350. And then coast index is 34. So that's set. And we can align, confirm, and then we need to wait for the passengers and the fuel. Meantime, we can light up some panels. And then I need to find this. And there are some knobs here. They are hard to find in the dark. Here is one. Thought there was another one. There it is. There we go. More light. And also here more light. Also the radar can come on. Transponder. And those panel lights. Amazingly Bear fans, thanks for unfriending me on Discord. No problem, mate. No problem. We have today a very beautiful airport, actually two. Also the destination airport is freeware and very, very beautiful. So for the ones that are too late, I did already the tour of the airport, but I will do it again. That's why I didn't change the time yet. So we can check our flight plan. I hope it's working because there was today an update. I did that, but I didn't check if it's working. So let's hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Asian flight. Please be seated with seatbelt fastened. All electronic devices and mobile phones are to be switched off. So ground personnel can leave the aircraft as you're ready for departure. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, sila 5, 12 dan 14 adalah dihaskan untuk tetamu hot seat sahaja. Sila duduk mengikut nombor yang tertera di pas masuk anda. Penukaran tempat duduk tanpa kebenaran adalah tidak digalakkan sama sekali bagi menstabilkan berat dan menjaga keseimbangan pesawat. Terima kasih di atas kerjasama anda. Cabin crew our doors and cross check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard in Asia. For your safety, your large items must be placed in the only compartments and keep your small items, including laptop cases and handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you intend to open the compartments, please be careful as the items in the compartments may have shifted. Put your seat upright and ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Secure your tray tables to its original positions and keep your window shades fully open. Please switch off all your electronic devices. Mobile phones in flight mode may only be used once the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off. Smoking, including vaping, e-cigarettes are strictly prohibited. For safety reasons, passengers carrying e-cigarettes on board are required to switch them off and ensure the batteries are removed and kept safely throughout the flight. Please be informed that usage or charging of e-cigarettes are strictly prohibited on board the aircraft. If you need any assistance, please call us. Thank you and enjoy the flight. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, untuk keselamatan, sila simpan barangan anda di ruang penyimpanan di atas ataupun di bawah tempat duduk di hadapan anda. Sila tegakkan tempat duduk, pasangkan tali keledar, tentukan meja anda diletakkan di tempat yang asal dan penutup tingkap dibuka. Pastikan alatan elektronik telah dipadamkan kerana ianya akan mengganggu sistem pesawat ini. Anda dilarang menggunakan telefon bimbit, mendarat dan semasa pergerakan pesawat selepas mendarat sehingga tanda isyarat pasangkan tali keledar dipadamkan. Dan untuk makluman anda, merokok tidak dibenarkan di dalam semua penerbangan Air Asia.
Amazingly, Bear, you have a cold. That's not good, mate. Sorry to hear that. I hope it's going better very soon. AV Mungo, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. Hope so that you are doing well, and not so as amazingly, Bear, that you have a cold or so, or something else. So today we have two beautiful, very beautiful airports, and the first one is here in Malaysia. It's freeware. There's also a payware version, but this is the freeware. It looks already amazing, in my opinion. So we do another quick tour while we're waiting for the passengers. Um, it's really beautiful and it's free. The link in this is in the description below, so you can find it there. There's also the payware version from the same guy that makes this one. Um, I don't know what the differences are or the price. I don't know, but this looks already amazing. So this is the cargo area. And then you also can see it here. It's written here, cargo. We write it with a C. Here it's with a K. So it's a very big airport. AV Mango, yes, it's very beautiful and it's for free, so grab it. Today there was also an update of the game at 2.6 gigs for the game, and then additional download was 2.5 gig, and also for the fly-by-wire there was another update. I hope the problem from yesterday is fixed, that we don't have that anymore, that the MCDU is just falling out. But yeah, you also can go inside here like this. So my speed of my drone is a bit fast, but you know, you can see there is not a lot of detail inside, but you have some things here and there. So maybe in the payware you can see a lot more. But it's very beautiful. Also, our destination airport is freeware, and the only thing that I find is that there are too many planes in our destination airport. You will see what I mean when we get there. So let's jump into the plane. And it seems I pushed the button. Still not loaded up. We have 154 passengers. We wait for that. So my throttles are in idle position. So we are pretty much done everywhere. Just waiting for the passengers and then we see. Amazing Lieber, hello, hello. And welcome to the stream and to the chat. So I am fine, I'm fine. So you have a cold. So that's a bad thing, but I'm fine. So I'm very happy today that I can stream this one. This is really a beautiful airport. So your father is he was being here before. That's yeah. It's a wonderful country, I think. A lot of nature. So you're also busy. We will talk later. Okay. See you later and take care. So the fuel is done. They never fill it completely. And then the passengers is almost done. So there we go. Then we can go to this page again, because yesterday I forgot it. It was really dumb. So let's say that we have a block fuel from 8.0. So let's calculate it. When we go to the performance page, so flaps will be 1, up 0.0, and then flex temp 48. There we go. V2 speed will be 139. VR speed is 135. And V1 speed is 134. It's a bit weird that we seem that we are not heavy today. And we have 154 passengers. It's a bit strange, but we'll see. Captain Arap, welcome to the stream and to the chat. How are you doing, mate? So you just missed our tour of the very beautiful airport here. I need to say this is freeware, and really check it out. The link is in the description and below. You have also the payware version of this one. It's made by the same guy. It's very beautiful, really. You need to check it out. So I hope you're doing well. And I will change the time, because in the dark we don't see much. And so we'll do that now. And it's not here that I need to be. It's just here. My excuse. So we give it a bit more light. Something like this. There we go. Captain Arap, you are doing well. Glad to hear that. So I'm also doing fine. And you like the dark, yes. It's very beautiful on the airport itself, but it's just past 4, so it's 4:24 in Malaysia, and then we will fly the whole time in the dark, so then we don't see anything. So that's not a good thing, actually. If it was a bit later, then I could do it, but no, it's not a good thing. So we keep it like just like this, and then we have beautiful clouds. So the only thing that is not working is the jetway. I don't know how that comes, but it don't work. And then we can get rid of the baggage and catering. And so the catering needs to lower. Yes, it works. So everything is set, I believe. Flight plan is also correct. We have no discounts. We already checked it. So that seems to be fine. For the rest, we just need to push this button and this button. And then we can fire up the APU. And so there we go. Not this one, this one. and then we wait until the APU is starting. And so we see it here. So APU available, so we can start APU bleed, and then we can turn off external power, and also the power track can go. And we can turn on more lights. So we are pretty much set. Then we ask for pushback.
Cabin crew, your briefing station.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now demonstrate to you the safety features of this aircraft. As your safety is our concern and the safety features may differ from other aircraft, we ask for your full attention to the cabin crew in front of you. This is your seat belt. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and tighten the belt by pulling on the buckle strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, you must return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. Should an oxygen mask like this drop from the compartment above your seat, immediately pull the mask firmly towards you. Place the mask over your nose and mouth with the headband tightly around your head and breathe normally. Place your own mask first before assisting others under your care. Your life vest is under your seat. To use it, slip it over your head like this. Clip on the waistband and pull it tight. At the exit before leaving the aircraft, pull the red tag to inflate life vest. Do not inflate your life vest until you are at the exit, as this would slow down the evacuation flow. Your life vest has an oral tube for further inflation. The light comes on when in contact with water, and here's a whistle to attract attention. Evacuation slides are located at all
Captain
exits.
Arap, what edition of
Where the emergency exits
Microsoft
are
Flight
located.
Simulator? What do you mean?
They are being pointed out to you now,
I'm not following.
bearing in mind that the nearest exit may
Oh,
be
Standard
behind
Deluxe.
you. During evacuation, leave your hand luggage.
The most expensive one.
If
It's not
smoke is
Standard,
present,
not Deluxe.
blow and follow the
It's,
path
I
lines
don't
to
know
the
what it's
nearest
called, but the
exit
other
as
one
indicated.
is the most expensive.
A copy of this safety information card is in your seat
El
pocket.
Bapino,
Please
Hotel
bring it
Echo
carefully.
Lima Lima Oscar
Passengers seated next
from
to the
France. Cheese
emergency
and wine
exit
like
are
usual.
requested to
Thank you
study
very
the
much.
operation of these exits in the safety card.
So,
As
oh, the
this
livery
is a
is nice.
non-smoking
Well,
flight,
yes, the livery
please
is
no
nice.
smoke
Also, the
throughout the flight.
airport. The airport is
Smoking in the
freeware
toilet will
and
activate
amazing.
the smoke alarm.
If
Thank
you have
you
the
for your
chance,
attention.
check
Ladies
out
and
the
gentlemen,
beginning of
may we
the
advise
video.
you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is
And
forbidden
then I did a
anywhere on the
tour
aircraft,
at real
including the
time,
toilets
so
and in the
4
aisles.
o'clock in the morning at this
Smoking in the
airport.
toilets will trigger an alarm
The
and
lightning
may
is
result in a
very
penalty.
nice. It's a big
Thank you for your
airport and
cooperation.
it's very
Tuan-tuan dan
beautiful.
puan-puan, izinkan kami
Freeware.
mengingatkan anda
There's
bahawa
also a
berlaku adalah
payware version
dilarang
of
sama
this
sekali
made
tinggal
by
di
the
atas
same
runway,
guy.
termasuk tandas dan juga lorong
I
tengah
don't know the
pesawat.
price of it or
Merokok
the
di dalam tandas
differences,
akan menyebabkan
but this one
kebakaran
is
berbunyi dan anda
freeware.
boleh didakwa.
So
Terima kasih di atas
check it
kerjasama
out.
anda.
The link is in the description below. So, engine 2 is started, and we start engine 1. So no problem, mate. Yeah, this is freeware, so grab it if you can, or you don't need to pay anything for it. It's free and it's amazing. So engine 1 is starting. It was a nice sound, hearing that starting up. So brake fans can also come on. And then we wait until it's started. Oh, I need to set the parking brake, I believe. No. So it's lowering the aircraft now. And then it will disconnect. So I will, just for the people that were a bit late, take the drone, just show you this beautiful airport, very big. There it's the cargo area. There you have a terminal, another terminal, and this one. If you see this one at night, all the sides here are lighted up. Nice lightning here. It's beautiful. Really is beautiful. So yes, this is a controller, the Xbox controller. That's what I use for the drone flying around. This is just to control the drone, but I also use the mouse. But for the drone, I use this because this up, down, left, right, yeah. And forward and backward, sideways. So it's very easy to use this one. That's why I use that. When I'm in the cockpit, mostly I use the mouse or my steering wheel to turn around a bit. With the controller, no, the controller is not set up to fly. It's set up just to move the cameras actually. So I will take off like you want with the joystick or with the yoke, but not with the controller because that's not mapped for it. It's only to use the drone. El Bapino, what do you mean? How do you set that in settings if you have time, of course? I don't know exactly what you mean, but let me know. I'll try to answer that. And the disciple, good morning, mate. Good morning, good morning. Hope you slept very well and that you are doing very fine. So, it's your girlfriend's city flight today. Yes, I know. Jakarta, that's where we will land. It's also the airline. Air Asia is Indonesia. You have also Malaysia. You have also Thailand, Philippines, India. So, but this is the Indonesian company. This is the livery. So, and also again, check out. I don't know if you saw the airport, but if you want to see more, check it out at night time. I did it in the beginning. We were at 4 o'clock real time. It's very beautiful. Also, this place is light up in different colors. So very nice airport, and it's freeware. So don't hesitate to download. The link is in the description below. You have also the payware version of it. made by the same guy. I don't know the differences, I don't know the price. This is the freeware, you can grab it. So, El Bapino, just let me know what you just mean with the settings. You just connect the joystick and that's all. No, you don't just connect the joystick. You need to map everything, or most things. Yeah, it's time consuming, but you need to map everything to be good. The Disciple, it's a nice livery. Yes, it's a nice livery. Very nice. El Bapino, you agree the airport is gorgeous. It is also the other airport in Jakarta, Indonesia, where we fly to, is very beautiful, and also freeware, sorry. Also the link is in the description below. Oh, it's buffering. It's false alarm. You make me sweat, mate. Okay, it's time to go. We will taxi to the runway. El Bapino, yeah, maybe we can fix something, and then we can set up joystick things if you want. If you need some help, maybe I can help with setting up the things. So it buffered for 10 seconds. Alright, that's not a good thing. So I hope it's going fine today. So did we put on the taxi lights? Nope, of course not. And also this. El Bapino, what joystick do you have? Let me know, so then I have already something in my head. Because I have the Trustmaster joystick, the TCA. The Disciple, damn, your nasal congestion bad today. I ate ice cream yesterday. Oh. Seems to be a lot of problems. I feel sorry for you, mate. So that's why you almost never eat cheese. Well, I never eat that. I just don't like it. But the Disciple, you still you ask if I still have the Logitech 3D Pro. I still have that, but I don't use it at this moment. I'm using the Airbus one. Oh, and now it's doing something. This was not a good idea. So this is the Airbus. Oh, El Bapino, you talked about the drone. Well, I didn't know. I don't know if I mapped it, but I think it's already mapped if you connect it. I don't remember, but I don't remember that I did something on it. So let me know, because I believe I didn't map anything for the drone, but I can be wrong. It's already 2 years ago. So
Please prepare for takeoff.
so we are ready for our takeoff for today. So yes, I use a controller for the drone. So Al Bapino, cheese and wine all ready for the stream, plus peanuts. Yes. I was waiting for that. So we put on the clock and flaps one. I forgot that, and then we go. The disciple peanuts. There's another thing you cannot eat. Well, that's not a good thing. I like that, but with the crispy thing around. So we go to runway 15, and then we say goodbye to Malaysia. There we go. Full throttle. We are not that heavy. We still have 154 passengers. It's a bit strange that I'm so light now, but yeah, we will see. So there we go. V1 rotate. Positive climb. Rate of climb, sorry. Gear up. Red lights. So the gear is up. No green lights. Where are the green lights? No lights, so. This is a bit of the problem with the throttle quadrant in the Airbus. I need to find the climb position. And there we have it. So we are hand flying for a moment. We try to climb. So there was an update for the fly-by-wire today. I did that. I hope I have not the same problem as yesterday. Also, there was an update for the game, 2.6 gigabytes, and then another additional 2.5 gigabytes. So the disciple could you make me a mod please, in case trolls comes again? No problem, mate. I told you yesterday, just ask for the people that here are here all the time. So there we go. Yeah, it's early morning here. It's 4:45. I wanted to check if I could fly real time, but it was still too dark, and by the time we are there in Jakarta, maybe it's still dark, and then we don't see anything. So I put on the autopilot, and we raise the flaps. We are flying for 3 minutes, and then we can see out of the window, but we have some clouds. Yeah, it's a quarter before 5. Hand fly until 10,000 feet is good, but yeah, but otherwise we miss maybe some beautiful views. My sound is really hard. I'm gonna put it down. Albapino, keep going. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the message on time, so the Disciple is not a big update size-wise. Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain
10,000
has
feet.
turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
So we turn off the lights. So it's for especially Spain.
Corporation will have to go your meals and prepare your boarding passes for our verification. Prepared for Air Asia, certified halal by Jotim. As a safety reminder, please be mindful when the car is passing through the aisle. If you would like to make any purchases, kindly represent the menu in the seat pocket in front of you. For information, we do accept Malaysian ringgit and other major currencies such as Thai baht and also US dollar. Thank you and enjoy your meals.
The Disciple, thanks. No thanks, mate. So, you're welcome. So you wonder if the update has fixed the black screen yet. I never had a black screen. I had other issues, but not a black screen. And we have a new subscriber, K-Planes. Thank you for the subscription. There we have it. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it, and that helps me a lot. So, thank you very much. And join the chat if you want. So, we can talk about everything here. So YouTube doesn't seem to get as many trolls as on Twitch, which is nice. Twitch is as hip slow. Alright. Some patches for the game on games on PS5 are 20 gigabytes or plus. That's pretty big. So there we have the new subscription, K-Planes. Thank you very much again. So join the chat, mate. Captain Rap, yes, they are annoying. Although the M2 is so fast. What's M2? That's something new for me. So for today's flight, we have a flight of 1 hour and 46 minutes. It's not so long. Maybe a little bit longer, but I changed the route a bit towards the approach. I set up the flight in the game, so I didn't connect with SimBrave. It's the route from SimBrave, but I didn't load it into the plane. The Disciple didn't Air Asia have a A320 that crashed a few years ago, 2015 or something? No idea. No idea. It's possible, but I don't know. So I also can show you the map for today. There it is. and I actually need to set the marker. And there it is. So from the top to the bottom, that's the route for today. 1 hour and 46 minutes. The Disciple, was there words of any more free scenery updates in this patch? Yes, there are some new handcrafted airports. I believe 5, 6 something. Also some updates for more than 100 airports, but it's all around Spain and Portugal, I believe. So it's actually all based around Spain, because it's a Spain update. I read everything, but I cannot remember everything. But yeah, it's especially Spain that got the update, and also handcrafted airports. It's in the list. There's a list with all the airports that are handcrafted. So yeah, that's very nice. If they can move on like that, it would be nice. But even the handcrafted airports are sometimes not that beautiful or nice, in my opinion. If you see the airport from today, and also the airport where we fly to, it's freeware and it's really looked nice. The only issue what I have with the airport in Indonesia, Jakarta, is that there are too many planes parked. It's like a junkyard at some places. So that's my only issue with it. But the airport itself looks very nice. The Disciple, the Airbus A320-200, was carrying 162 people from Surabaya in Indonesia to Singapore. Was just over 40 minutes in its flight when contact was lost. So investigators who initially indicated that prevailing bad weather might have caused the crash have since found that the faulty component and crew action were contributing causes. Plane Flight TV, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Thank you for joining, and hope you're doing very well. And welcome to the chat as well. Always nice to have some people or new people in the chat. Welcome, welcome. So the Disciple, yeah, I didn't know about that crash, but thanks for the information. So I can give you some information about this air company, so Air Asia, and this is the department Indonesia. So they started actually in 2005 on December. So the Air Asia group, the base hub is at Jakarta in Indonesia. The fleet size 25 aircraft, and the average fleet age is 11.6 years. The only aircraft that they have is the Airbus A320, the 200 version, not a Neo. So they have 25 of them. So, At the moment there are only 7 in service and 18 of them are parked, so I believe that is because of the pandemic. So it's very hard for those airlines. So it was flight 8501, am I right? You landed at that Surabaya International Airport a few months back. It's not a big airport. Well, I don't know that one. Actually, it's the first time I fly in Malaysia or to Indonesia. But yeah, I will fly here more because the airports are so beautiful. I was so happy when I saw it that I really want to stream this one, and the people need to see this, that the freeware airports also can be very, very nice. For free, of course. So in meantime we are flying for 15 minutes and we are at 28, almost 29,000 feet. So once we reach our cruise altitude, then we check the flight plan and see when we need to come down. And we hope that the flight plan stays and not disappear like yesterday, because this is the same version. It's only got an update today, so I hope it's solved, but we need to wait for that. Yesterday in the beginning everything was fine, and at the end everything went wrong. The disciple, look the weather again. The weather gods are on my side. Yes, yes, just a few clouds, but yeah, it's real weather. I show you the weather, live weather, you know. The disciple, you finish the rest of your breakfast. Well, enjoy it. So uh-oh, we have another issue. No? Or what? That's why I touched the throttle on my joystick, so I need to turn that off for the next stream. So there we go again. So it's also a nice livery for today. Always nice, those liveries. And I see that the ignition is still on and I need to switch to standard. There we go. I always forget that, and there's always one person that reminds me that, but he's not here today, or not yet. And then we can enjoy the clouds. Let's see the other side. So pretty short flight for today, 1 hour and 46 minutes. Also, the lights for my throttle quadrant are working today. And it still shows me that the starter is engaged. I thought I turned it off. So maybe it means those two. So this is the ignition. Maybe it's nothing. So we are almost at our cruising altitude, 35,000 feet. So it gives also that here. It is almost correct. I will see. Yes, we can say it's correct. So since the previous update, it's included here. And today there was another update, so it's only get better after every update, but also some bugs or things that are not right. So it's always waiting and see what it gives in the end of the flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
So we are reaching our cruise altitude after 20 minutes. So now we can check the flight plan. So it says that it here is top of descent. Need to check that. We have a lot of data today. That's a good thing. So at this place we need to be at 9,500 feet. We put that in. There we go. So it's another 480 nautical miles to go. And then we also put it in here. So 9,500 feet. So it's 80 nautical miles before that we need to start our descent. Voila, and that's it. Now it's just waiting. For the people that want to see the map for today, or the route. So this is it. So we fly from Malaysia to Indonesia. Two beautiful airports. And the one in Malaysia, very, very nice at night with the lightning. Very nice. The other one in Indonesia, I didn't check it out yet at night time. But we always can do that when we land here. Can change the time. And then we can see. So everything looks fine, so just continue. So this is the last stream for this week. Tomorrow there is no stream. Also during the weekend, no stream. And we start again the next stream on Monday. Monday it will be a bit different because we fly on Monday with British Airways, and we fly from Heathrow to Paris, and then we fly back to the UK. I cannot pronounce that name, but it's not Heathrow, it's another place. So we have first a short flight to Paris, I think it's less than an hour, and then again from Paris to the UK, so that's also less than an hour. And the rest of the week it's American Airlines that we fly, and after that is LATAM Argentina, and Thursday we fly with Qantas to Hamilton Island. It's very challenging, so stay tuned. But of course everything is can be changed. So the Disciple, you are back. Is it still the experimental one or the stable one? This is the experimental one. There was today an update. Wolfgang Lenz subscribed to my channel. Wolfgang, thank you very much, mate. It helps me a lot. So the more subscribers, the more content and the better content that I can give you. So thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. If you like, you can join the chat. Always welcome here. Thank you. So I was saying that this is the experimental version of the fly-by-wire. Yesterday we had a big problem with the MCDU. It just turned off, or the flight plan was gone. But there was today an update of the experimental version, so I did that and I hope the problem is fixed. We will see that today. So again, Wolfgang Lenz, thank you very much, mate, for the subscription. So we try this out again today, because this one has the better sounds. The stable version is still not updated, so it still don't have the better sounds. So that's why we fly today with this version, or already for some weeks. So Thursday it's Hamilton Island. It's a bit a challenge, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we will see how good I can land there, if I can land there. So, and also the Disciple is looking forward to it. But of course, like I said yesterday, it can change because of the release of some planes. We will see. But for now, the planning is British Airways on Monday from the UK to Paris and back. And also American Airlines on Tuesday, and for sure, not for sure, but normally Thursday, a very challenging landing. So it will be nice. So it will be nice if I get today 270 subscribers. It's a nice round number. So the Disciple, you were trying to install the stable version when you reinstalled the game, but you could not to show up when it was trying to change aircraft. Follow the instructions. That's strange. Well, I have no problems with it. The only problem is sometimes if you change from version, then if you the first time you load or start up Microsoft Flight Simulator, the fly-by-wire don't show up. So then you need to restart, or sometimes you need to install it again, or remove it and install it again, or just another version again and then switch again, and then it's working. It's not all the time, but sometimes that's the case. The Disciple, just don't end up in the water, mate. I will try to do that. But so yesterday you also asked me if I was practicing for it. No, I don't do it. First of all, I want to do it just from the first time. Don't want to cheat. And the second thing is I don't have the time to do a flight and practice on it. I'm every day so busy with everything, also preparation for the streams and stuff. So I don't have the time to do that flight. So, and if I had the time, I would also not do that, especially not that one, because I want to show that I can do it from the first time. The Disciple, Hamilton Island, 2 problems: water before the runway and water right at the other end. So what we're doing there then? We're surrounded by water. We better take a boat to be safe. Well, yeah, we'll see how we'll do it. I hope it goes good, but if I have troubles sometimes on big airports, then yeah, make sure I will have troubles at Hamilton Island. So .25 nautical miles to go to the next waypoint. And then we see a program, 407 nautical miles to go. Actually 320 before we start our descent. The Disciple pretty much yeah. So also today I found one problem with the Honeycomb. So I'm using the Honeycomb throttle quadrant, also the Bravo. That's the Bravo, also the Alpha yoke. I was setting it up for the DC3 that is coming out maybe next week or the week after or the week after that. So I was already setting it up and I found a problem. So the most general aviation aircraft or propeller aircraft with 2 engines, they have the throttles on the left side, and then the ones for the propeller, and then mixture. And if you see to the cockpit of a DC3, the throttle is in the middle, and the ones from the propellers is on the left and the mixture is on the right. And it's just not possible to do that on the Honeycomb throttle quadrant, because if you put the blue ones on the left, and actually it need to be white in the DC3, but if you put the blue ones on the left and use that as for your propellers, and the second two you use for the engines, then the throttles of the engines will hit the ones from the blades. So actually need to switch the engine or the throttle quadrants to the left side instead to the middle. That's a bit a bummer, but it works. But it's just visual that it's not correct placed. So either people listening from Honeycomb find something for it, because for me that's an issue. The Disciple, you were watching a bit of your flight to Buenos Aires yesterday. That airport has pretty long runways, pretty cool airport. Oh, yeah. Buenos Aires? No, that's not a cool airport. It's a big airport, but check out the airport from today, then you see what I mean. Buenos Aires and the other airport where we flew, no, was not good. It was boring. A lot of empty spaces, so I was not so happy with that, but that's my opinion. And if you see then the freeware airports that we get in this flight, they are top notch. Junior 777 Aviation, good evening Withables, have a nice and safe flight, likes given. Thank you very much and welcome to the chat and to the stream. Thanks for jumping by. So always nice to have some people joining every day and say hello. Thanks for that. Hope you're doing well. The Disciple, how much was the Honeycomb throttle quadrant? €279. Disciple morning here, but thanks. Yeah, it's from the other side of the world. And 777, you are from Brazil. So. Albapino 65, with pleasure, my friends, with pleasure. The Disciple, oh damn mate, that will be like 400 plus New Zealand dollar. Yeah, not cheap. But if you compare it with the Trustmaster Airbus throttle quadrant, well, if you place everything together, because you have the throttle itself, and then you also can buy an extra thing for the flaps and the speed brakes. If you buy that, then you will be around the same price, and yeah, it's definitely for the Airbus, and only 2 engines. You cannot make 4. So with this one from Honeycomb, you have the chance or the possibility to make 4 engines running. So yeah, the only downside on this, it's not a click system, so the flaps don't click, speed brakes don't click, also the throttle is not clicking what it need to do actually in the Airbus, and that is the case actually in the with the Trustmaster TCA throttles. It clicks into the position, so that's much better actually. But you have not so much options or possibilities with that. Also with this one you have you can control the autopilot with the planes, also the gear up and down, so you can do pretty much everything, so that's a good thing. The Disciple, you better spend that sort of dosh on a newer graphics card. Yeah, maybe I also did that better, but yeah. The Disciple, you just calculated it on X rates. It's 434 New Zealand dollar each. Yeah, it's expensive. It is. I believe the Alpha Alpha yoke from Honeycomb was 250. So that was with the launch. It was 250. I don't know what the price is now, but it's 250. And you saw the pictures. I also have the Airbus joystick. I find it more easy to fly with that joystick than with the Honeycomb yoke. Especially the landings are easier. And so we take another look here. The cockpit. And still 346 nautical miles to go. We have a headwind of 33 knots. So what I mean actually with this throttle from Thrustmaster, it clicks in this position, also in this position and this position. It gives always a click, it stops there, and then you need to push further. And so you know when you are in the correct position. It's also marked on the throttles. With the Honeycomb you don't have that. And so you need to hear the clicks, or you need to look like what I'm doing now and to see if it's in the correct place. But that only counts for the Airbus and not for the Boeing or other planes. The Disciple, the joystick is only $99 New Zealand dollars, so you might buy one soon, and you will try to sell your 3D Pro first. Alright. Well, I like the joystick. It's very nice. There's more travel than the Logitech. So yes. The only thing is that there are only 2 buttons on the joystick itself on top, while you have with the Logitech you have 4 buttons. And I use them, all of them. So that's just a thing that is better on the Logitech, but for the rest, Trustmaster, very good joystick, sorry. So we have also 26 degrees Celsius in Malaysia and the same temperature in Indonesia. But maybe it can rise a bit, and it is rising. It's 27 in Indonesia now, so the sun is coming up. The Disciple, you got the Trustmaster steering wheel for your Xbox PC. You really love that brand now. Well, I have also actually my pedals. They are from the T500 from Trustmaster. I have also the steering wheel, but I use actually the pedals to brake with the plane. Not for the rudder, but I use it to brake, and the rudder is, yeah, I use that on the joystick, the twist on the joystick. But I still use the brake pedals from Trustmaster. The Disciple, it won't work with the PS5, yeah. I was always happy with my steering wheel from Trustmaster, but also the Logitech is good. The Disciple, that's a good idea, yeah. Well, otherwise you need to map 2 buttons or something to brake, or just one to brake with both at the same time. But for taxiing, sometimes it's better to have 2 brakes, left and right, and that's why I use the brake pedals actually from a car. The Trustmaster T500 brake pedals, and then I have 2 brake pedals, left and right. So it's very easy. If the plane is not turning good with the rudder pedals, then or with a twist on my yoke, then I just push the one brake to the direction that I want to turn, and then you can turn much easier. So that's a good thing. Like if you taxi with the DC-3, you can also use, they actually use to turn the airplane, the engines. So they raise one of the engines to turn, depending in what direction they want to turn. But if you left and right brake, then you also can use that. Because a DC-3 is not steering that great. So once again, a very nice livery for this flight. There are also standard liveries, but yeah, this was nice, so let's see if we fly this one. So for the people that missed the beginning of the flight, check it out, the beginning, especially for the airport, the tour of the airport. It's really amazing. Also at night, some nice lights on the airport, so very nice. And we will do the same at the destination airport in Indonesia. So the only issue that I have with it is that there are too many planes on the airport are parked. So the static aircraft are too many, or too many at the same space. So the two airports are freeware, and you can find it in the link in the description below. The Disciple, this will be the Soekarno Hatta International, yes, right. The main airport of Jakarta, or Indonesia. So it's that one. It's not so big than the one in Malaysia, but still, it don't need to be big. It need to be nice and look as real as possible. So I didn't check out the standard one, so I don't know what the difference are, but I can imagine it will be big. So for the people that don't know anything about the throttle quadrant from Honeycomb, it comes with this little box and another one that is bigger, so you can hope you can see it. I cannot put it too close to the camera because then it will be out of focus. You also can open this, and then you have on this set of you need to call that things that you can use for the general aviation. It's written on the box, general aviation. And then you have also the bigger one, and that's commercial. Hope you can read it and see it. And if you open that, now there are two in it, because there are two already installed. So that comes with a package. So you can also order the ones from the Airbus, and then they are, instead of white, they are the same as this, and also these two, but that cost around $80 or something. So I didn't want to do that. The Disciple and the international airports are pretty close together. You noticed when you flew there. Yeah, you have some experience with those airports. So I believe Indonesia and also Malaysia is very beautiful. So I hope I ever can visit there. So for the people that want to see where we are at this moment, I will show you the map. So we are a bit more than halfway. It's a pretty short flight for today, actually. So 265 nautical miles to go. It's actually more, but then we need to be at 9,500 feet. Well, I will already set that before that I forget that. So 9,000, and then we set 500. I'm used to do that like this with my mouse, but actually I can do that also on my throttle quadrant. So now I'm changing that. I always forget that because it's new for me. So The disciple really loved Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yeah, it's so green. It's pretty big airport too. Yeah, I saw that. It's actually very big. So, and I like green, so it's perfect for me. But you need to check it out when you have time. The airport is very beautiful, especially at night time. So let's refresh. So we are 1 hour in the air, and planned is that we need to fly 142. The disciple, she's almost passing out in it sometimes. Really? So you don't know how to survive those countries through all year around. Yes. So your girlfriend complains to you a lot about the heat. Yeah, I know that. If it's now morning there, it's already 26-27 degrees Celsius. It's very hot, especially now in March, April, May. That are the 3 hottest seasons or months actually, and it's very warm there every single day. So I never go there anymore in those 3 months. I always prefer to go there in January or February. So that's the end of the rain season, and then a lot of times it's clouded, but still 28 degrees. That's hot enough for me. But if you go March, April, May, it's 37, 40, 42, something like that. The disciple, they also eat rice a lot. Yeah, I know that. If I just eat that, I'll probably weigh about 120 pounds. Yes. They eat 3 times a day rice, 7 days a week, so 30 or 31 days a month, and 365 days in a year. Yeah, that's a lot of rice. The disciple, you only can tolerate mid-20s. Well, the same here with me. But in the Philippines, if I go there and it's 28 or 27, it's still okay. If it's clouded. So, but more than that, I don't need. Today it was also around 20 here in Belgium. That's also fine for me. 20, 22. 22. That's good. Disciple, if you went to Thailand, even breakfast was rice, yes. After 4 days there, I had enough. Yes, same here. So it's 3 times a day rice. 3 times. Then I prefer to go to Vietnam because they eat noodles, and I like that more than rice because I don't like rice. And they eat also a lot of fish. This type basically no turbulence again. The wings aren't flexing. Nope. No, I hope that will change soon. Because I don't know what it is, but yeah. Always the good weather. Always. But you will see when I need to land in at Hamilton Island, the weather will be very bad. No visibility or something. So, well, yeah, we will see. But yeah, the last streams, I think it's for 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, that the weather is always almost perfect. Be right back a minute. Need a cup of tea. Well, no problem, mate. Take your time. So, and enjoy your tea. I wish I get a Coca-Cola here, but I don't have a fridge in this room, so then I need to go 2 levels down to take a Coca-Cola. Or I cannot say that on the stream, I don't know. So we watch again. Here, and it says 210 nautical miles. So we don't need this today. I have Look Air tool running, so that gives me the information. So we are still cruising at 35,000 feet, and we are flying for 1 hour and 3 minutes. Flight time will be around 1 hour and 42 minutes. And also the fuel seems to be good, so no worries. Maybe we just check the flight plan. It's still, oh, we cannot see that far. Okay, we can. So it's still working. Yesterday suddenly it made some weird turns and it didn't line up, and then suddenly this all disappeared. So everything was working except this. It was totally gone. Also no map here anymore. So this page was not working anymore. So it was a bug in the fly-by-wire A320. And I hope it will work today until the end. So also for the new people and that don't know the fly-by-wire, there are also things that you can do what you not can do in the standard A320. So if you go to this page and you take the weather request, then you ask for the METAR, so you sending a message, then you wait a bit, and then you get a message here. So if you click on it, now there are no messages yet, so you need to wait a bit longer, and then you check again, still not. And then you check again, still not. Hope it works, or still works. No, it takes long. And there we have it. And you cannot print it anymore, or what? Oh yeah, so you click it. So for the destination airport there is no meter data available, that's sad, but you have the other data here, and then you can print it, and then it comes out here. And then you can pick it up, it will be placed here, and then you can read the data. So back to the flight plan, top of descent, that will be here, that will be pretty late, so don't trust that. So we go back to program. So 100 nautical miles to go before the start of our descent. And again, this is the livery for today's flight. And we will land on a beautiful airport in Jakarta. It's a freeware. Oh, and we see a little wing flags. All right, that's a good thing. We didn't see that today. And then we check the other side. So I'm always checking if my favorite plane is not released yet. But it will be for next week, maybe, hopefully. And it's still morning in Australia, because the company is from Australia, I believe, or New Zealand. So it's still very early in the morning there. The Disciple, you are back. Alright, we had just a little bit of wing flex. Not major, but just a little bit. I was just telling that the company that makes the DC-3 is actually from Australia or New Zealand, but I'm not sure which one it is. And I was I'm always checking if it didn't came out yet, but it's still very early in the morning, and I believe it will be for next week. The Disciple, you noticed a lot of the A320 Neo liveries that I'm using don't have the CFM engine, just Pratt & Whitney. The CFM engine is longer and doesn't have a berg in it. So the CFM and the Pratt & Whitney, the only two Neos use. Yes, that's for the DC-3. But I believe it has nothing to do with the liveries. It has just to do with the plane itself, I believe. So yeah, and that company that makes the DC-3, so that is Aeroplane Heaven. That is located in Australia or New Zealand, but it's one of the two. But I'm not sure which one. And yesterday I was looking for it to see if I could find it. I read it somewhere, but I don't remember where. So once that plane is released, we do a first look of it, and then after every Tuesday we will fly it and make it a world tour. And everyone is welcome. If you have a vintage plane like the DC-3 or a fighter from World War II, also welcome. The Disciple, it comes out tomorrow, you said? No, maybe. I don't think tomorrow, not tomorrow for you, tomorrow for us maybe, because now I think they waited until there was an update of the sim. So releasing it just before the update will be a bit stupid, because some things can change and then they need to. It will already not work anymore, or some things will not work anymore after the update, so they need to do also an update. So it's better to wait, just to wait for the update from the sim and then see if everything still works, or fix it then, and then release it. So I believe next week, because they did a sound test. Actually, it's on YouTube, you can see it, and the sounds are pretty good. So Qantas used them a lot back in the day, New Zealand too. So Rolls-Royce are one of your favorite plane engines brand. They got a nice sound, but Rolls-Royce has a good reliability and record too. Don't like their cars too. Ugly. Well, Rolls-Royce, very expensive, but it's totally different with engines for an aircraft. So yeah, I know with the 767 in X-plane from Flight Factor or something, you could change the engines, and also Rolls-Royce was one of them. The other two I don't know anymore. But you had the option to change the engine, so you could see that it was another engine. Also, you could hear it that it was a other engine. That was very nice. So I always took the ones that sounded the best. Don't remember which one it was, but yeah. So for now, our plan is still working. That's a good thing. Only this, I doubt that is correct. This is our top of descent. But I don't believe that. I will see. So the Air New Zealand 777-200 I was on to Thailand, had Rolls-Royce engines. Nice. Yeah, the pretty quiet engines compared to the older A320s, yes. Yeah, they need to get... Yeah, some are very loud and they need to do something about. And for some people that's a good thing. For other people, yeah, that like planes and the sounds of it, then it's not so good. It's just with cars the same, or with the Formula 1. Yeah, the V10s were amazing. Also the V12s, V8s also. Now they drive V6s and well, yeah. Then you can better listen to the Bee Gees or something. So we are flying for 1 hour and 17 minutes. And we still have 50 miles to go before we start our descent. If electric takes over in motor racing, I'm done with watching motor racing. Yeah, for racing, it's a sad thing actually, because the sound is part of the racing, you know. But if you talk just about normal cars, yeah, I don't think I will have a problem with an electric engine. So I never drove it yet. Maybe I will not like it, but I think I will have no problems with it. I have an electric bike. I like that, but that's just because I don't need a push. So for the last time I show you the map, and we are way off now because the route was planned with the SimBrave and I didn't trust it to put it in the airplane, so I planned the route in the game. That's why it makes a different approach actually. So I also like when the cups here are from Air Asia or something else than this standard thing. And they're standing coffee, and I don't like coffee. So maybe some cans of Coke would be nice. So disciple, keep up going that direction. You will end up in Australia. Yeah, but we will make a turn soon. I hope. See, I made a chicane here. Wrong button. Dunedin Airport. Wait a second. Oh no. No, not yet, because I'm still, and it's still here on my paper. The one from Air KLIA. I want to do that first, and then I will put in the other one. So, if I show you my thing here, so we have Qantas, and then we have Virgin Australia, and then Air KLIA. So I will put the other one behind Air KLIA. And I just need to plan that all stuff, and but that's from tomorrow, Friday. I plan everything. Because I don't stream then, so runway length is not that bad. It's got a few hills before the runway, not big ones. Alright. Yeah, it's always looking out for them. It's also if you fly to Spain and you need to land just in the beginning of Spain, then you need to cross some high hills, and if you start your descent too quick, then you have a problem. So why that light is not so bright. 1:15, so 35 to go before we start our descent. And we just take a look outside. So yeah, the Caledonia flight. Yes. So I will put that first, and then I will do the other one. Then I also need to plan the one from Captain Arab. And the one from Amazing Liber is coming Monday. So he did that. He asked that already from the beginning. So we will do that. So we have 2 landings on Monday. So one in Paris and then one in the UK. Because it's 2 times a short flight, less than an hour, I believe. So it's going up and going down, and again up and down. So it will be a busy flight or a busy stream. And let's check again that we don't come too late. 112, and it was 80 nautical miles before. All right. The disciple, you find it odd that Dunedin airport is even called Dunedin, because it's about 30 minutes drive out of Dunedin, if I pronounce that correctly. You drove in the past and even closer to a place called Musgiel. Never heard from it. Out in the Wops. What's that? Wops hops. Yeah, sometimes they give it strange names, or not strange names, but yeah, they call it to someone something that is not even close. Do we have a problem again? Yes, we have a problem again. Okay, start our descent now. Ah, damn it. That's also not working. We need a mouse. Okay, we will do a fly. Yeah, fly over, I will say. So now it's pronounced Dunedin, alright? Milos, hey, check out this, mate. Hey, I didn't forget it today. Yesterday I did, but not today. So we just start our, forget everything. Our descent, because we have a problem with our flight plan again, like yesterday. So, to the destination. Airport data. So QNH. I would already put that in. What we are doing today. Alright. So 1009. That need to be. So Milos, welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope you are doing very well. So I will put in the destination data here as well. So temperature 27 degrees. Nice and warm. Then QNH was 1009. And then the wind. What is the wind? Is a variable, so it's always changing. So I don't know what to put in. And it's only 4 knots, so not that bad. If someone has a clue how to put that in, if it's always changing. Maybe I just put in 360. And 0 for knots. And so we are done with that. So we started our descent. Oh, so Eden is like Eden. Eden in sound. Oh, it's always difficult. Names. Very difficult. So now we go to 9,500 feet. And from there we go to 0 or something. So we'll put in the airport. And that is Whiskey, India, India, India. There we go. And maybe we don't have a problem. Why my plane is descending so fast? And there we go. The disciple you were thinking with that Air China crash, it was similar in behavior to how the 737 MAX crashed. So how they regained control for a bit, but the 800 doesn't have the same issue as the MAX. No. I think there was a problem of pressurization. I think that's the problem. Or maybe something else that blew up. Because there was also one passenger that cancelled or was not on board. So yeah, you can think what you want, of course. But I think there was a loss of pressure. That's the reason. And that can be anything. So we're flying for 1 hour and 5 minutes. We are at 16,000 feet. So we take a look outside, very nice and quiet above the sea. And then you will see when we land, if we make it, of course, then that the airport is also very nice. The disciple will get me anywhere near a max, even if Boeing claims that and fix it now. Well, yeah. It's yeah. I cannot say anything about it because we need to wait for it. But what I found more dangerous is that with the pandemic, a lot of planes were standing on the ground. A lot of planes still are on the ground. They make a big loss. All the air companies make a big loss, and that's actually more dangerous, I believe. And I'm still surprised that we didn't see more crashes. It's a beautiful day to land. Always when I fly. But my landings are not always beautiful. Even on a big airport or beautiful day. But I'm practicing. For 13,000 feet. I need to check where we need to be here. So I believe we panicked when the distance was not correct anymore. So yeah, I believe the flight plan is still okay. So we just started our descent too early, I believe. Infinite Aviation, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. The Disciple, sorry mate, you find still the Hong Kong one funny without a gear. Yeah. Lol, but it was easy to forget. Yeah, it was not forgetting actually, because the landing gear was out, but I pushed it again, the button. I thought I didn't do it yet, but I did it already. So I pushed it actually twice. And then I didn't check actually the lever here. I didn't check that. Also not from the outside. So yeah. But just before touchdown, the engines then, I knew something was very wrong because we went too low. And that said evenly touchdown, but it didn't go on touchdown. So we even went lower, and then I knew something is very bad. Something is wrong. Infinite Aviation, you were taking a nap. You were pretty tired. So, alright. So, I hope you had a very good nap. And welcome to the stream and to the chat. So, it's always nice to have people here. So, we are at 10,700 feet. So also the colors change here. We have a lot of more data. That's always a good thing. So yeah, we we came down too early. Again, I panicked. The disciple and the plane was halfway through the ground. Yes, indeed. But yeah, the passengers clapped. Actually, my landing rating was not that bad. If you see with other landings of me, and that without landing gear. So it was actually a very nice landing. The disciple was like a Sully Sullenberger moment, but without the water.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing shortly. Please return to your seat. Put your seat in an upright position. Fasten your seatbelt. Secure your tray cable to its original position and keep your window shades open. If you have been using any electronic equipment during the flight, please ensure that it is switched off now. Please also be informed that the lavatory may no longer be used at this time.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita akan mendarat sebentar lagi. Sila kembali ke tempat duduk, tegakkan tempat duduk, pasangkan tali sedar, tentukan meja anda diletakkan di tempat yang asal dan pastikan penutup tingkap telah pun dibuka.
So I didn't know what she said, but it was a lot. My excuse for that, I will put on the landing lights and the seatbelt sign. So yeah, it was kind of a Sullenberger moment, but without the water, and the engines were still going through. Yeah, strong engines, indeed. So hopefully it's not like that today. So we stay here a bit at 9,000 it says spoiler limit exceed, or I cannot read that. Speed limit exceeded. We are at a 250. So what's the problem? With the sun I don't see it that good, but so 30 nautical miles before our destination, and we are still 91 away from it. All you needed was the slides coming out of the exit doors, and it would have topped it off. Yes, well, yeah. Maybe in the future we have that option to maybe with a PMDG. Who knows? Would be nice. Because it's already 2 years ago that I was flying with the 737 with the Zibo, but it's already a long time, so I need to practice again, because I find it more complex because you have more buttons. You also need to take care of the pressurization. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's a bit more complex, I find, than the Airbus. And so I really need to practice again. Also for the people that buy a new PC and they play Microsoft Flight Simulator, make sure you have a SSD card of at least 4 gigabytes. No, terabytes. I'm sorry. 4 terabytes of memory or storage. Because I made a mistake to take 2 terabyte SSD and then one normal of 2 tera. But my SSD card from Flight Simulator that I only use for the Flight Simulator is already almost full. So in a while I can change to another SSD card or drive, and I can reinstall everything again. So always make sure that you have a big one. So 80 nautical miles away from the airport. Yeah, my previous you have even got 1 terabyte, so total about 960 gigabytes. Got 2 480s. Oh, in my other PC, I think I have 6 or 7 drives, but all smaller ones. But yeah, I have now 6 tera, so 2 times 2 in SSD and another 2 on the normal, and I use one only for Microsoft Flight Simulator, nothing else, but it's already almost full. So it's annoying to constantly having to delete games. So I don't play so much sometimes to get space free. Yeah, it's that's annoying. So, and even more annoying if you need to reinstall Flight Simulator 2020 because your hard drive is full and you need to buy another one. And it's just a new PC, so yeah. And it's also not so cheap because it's around 200 euro for an SSD card built in for 2 tera, and I believe 400 plus for the 4 tera. So it's pretty expensive. So also notice that you can see here where you need to be. So we hope that we have a nice landing. So the flight was planned for 1 hour and 42 minutes, I believe. So we are already flying 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we will go over 2 hours actually, because the flight plan changed a bit. So all those chicanes here, it's extra. Still 17,000 feet. So we are dropping our speed. It's doing that automatically. So indicated speed 230. And we prepare for descent again. That was it. Our next step. We will put it on 4,000. There we go. 30 nautical miles away from the airport. Still 24 to go. So everything is on here. So at Rudgo we need to be at 9,410 something, but we will go through there. And the next is this one, so that will be okay. So we put the auto brakes on medium. I heard once that they never are allowed to put it on maximum. If someone can confirm that, will be nice. So I try to take control today as soon as possible, to have a bit more of a challenge and to practice a bit more. And I will do it with a yoke. And I'm sitting not good in my seat. I'm sorry. So 1.4 nautical miles, and then we need to go to the altitude where we are at the moment. I'm sorry, but my tongue is getting tired or something. I need to buy a new one. So now they say 7,000. There we go. So first 7,000. So 1 hour and 57 minutes. And we're going to 7,000 feet. Now we take a turn to the left, light turn. And then we are lined up with the runway. And then we hope that we have a nice landing and that we don't need to do a go around. So it's nice to have this green dot now. So then we are exactly on the correct altitude. It looks more prettier on PC. Alright. So I hope we will be on time. It don't look like that. How much nautical miles we need to go? 24. Okay, we will be on time. So we will drop our flaps and go then also change the speed. There we go. So we are at a perfect altitude. For once. And Captain Arab, you're still here? Nice. Now you will see the perfect landing of Captain Noob. So, me. Well, it seems the update they did it pretty nice because everything is working now today. That's a good thing. Very nice. So 5,000 feet. So we stay perfectly on the perfect height. So we go to flaps 2. Flaps are set on 2. And then I also need to see for my recording button. So we put on the localizer. So flaps 3. And I try to do it as good as I can today. No mistakes today, I hope. Might this localizer is... Oh, it was just working, alright. So you can go over to approach mode. And now we don't see a shed. So 2,500. We slow down a bit more. 148. Disciple a bit of cloud, but not too bad. Oh yeah. Clouds are no problem if they are away from the runway. But at this moment I don't see anything. So flaps full. So 1006. And then we lower the gear. And 3 green. And then I push the record button. And once we have a visual on the runway, we put it in put actually the autopilot off, but I have no visual. It's already pretty late. Well, welcome back for the approach, mate. So I have a visual, my plane. So we are on the yoke today.
500.
So it will be bumpy.
400.
And ziggy zaggy. So
200.
we'll try to have a nice landing. We are too high.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Long landing.
10. 5.
And I just unplugged my cable of my steering wheel. Great job. So thrust reversers off. And then we go to the terminal. So why it didn't unplug my steering wheel? So what you immediately can see on this airport is there are a lot of planes. So that's a bit too much for my liking. Here it's still okay, here they are parked very well, but on the other side it's actually a mess. And we will park here.
Please remain seated and the usage of mobile phones is not allowed until the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off. So be careful when opening the away compartments. As a reminder, please check your seat pockets and the away compartment. Kindly ensure that all your personal and valuable belongings, such as water, transport, or electronic devices are with you before leaving the aircraft. It was a pleasure having you on board, and we look forward to serving you again soon. If you need any
Just a bit more.
on arrival, please contact our ground staff. On behalf of AirAsia and the rest of the crew members, we would like to say thank you for choosing AirAsia as your destination.
And there we go.
Bagi tujuan keselamatan, anda diminta untuk terus duduk.
So it's actually the first time that I have it that I unplug the cable that is on the back of my steering wheel into the base actually, and with pulling on the yoke it unplugged. So you can still steer, but the knobs are not working anymore then. Not that it was a problem to land. So lights can come off. And then we put on external power. And then the engines can come off. Spoilers can
Selamat
So
malam.
then it says this all the time. Wish I could put it off. Go away. No, we need that actually. So the pushback.
The doors verified.
So we connected jetway, baggage catering, power. Yeah, okay. Now it's working again. So the jetway is connected. I didn't set our power parking brake. I forgot that. So it's a long but nice touchdown, pretty smooth. Damn, oh, a lot of planes. Yeah, we will do immediately a tour of the airport. It's very nice, the airport, very nice, but a lot of planes. You already can see a glimpse of it. There are a lot of planes. But this way, on this side, it's parked very well, but on the other side, it's a mess. So we are out of here, and then I just need to deplane the passengers from Lukashthul, and then we can jump into the drone, or just fly with the drone, you know, and then we see the airport. So we'll go a bit higher. So we will start there. Park it besides Ryanair. Yeah, well, that's a bit the problem. They place the aircraft with any livery anywhere in the world. You will also see a Brussels Airlines that don't fly here. I think maybe this is one. No, it's even this company don't flies here. But yeah, so this is one side of the airport. It's actually very nice. And there's nothing inside, but from the outside it looks very nice. But then you already see that it's full with airplanes here. And we have also the other side, the tower. And so on the terminals here, not that much planes. That's a good thing, so you can park. You have also a terminal here. And so yeah, it's also a pretty big airport, and especially the center here is very nice. Well done. After the replay of the landing, I will make it dark, and then you can see if there are lights or not. So actually there is a stair placed here. Nice. And then we see here a little bit of a graveyard or something, you know. There are planes. So this is the bad thing on this airport. Also here on the taxiway, there are parked 3 planes, and they are standing there forever. So this is a minor thing. But the airport is for free, so but it's a nice one. But just this place is not so. Just too much planes. But here it's still okay. They are parked nicely. So this is the airport. If you are interested, the link is in the description below. So now we can go back to the replay and our landing. Also for the people that want to see my landing rate, this program says minus 309 and I show you the other, and that says minus 238. So yeah, say something between it will be good. So then we go to the replay. Yeah, it's a very nice airport. So I'm sorry. So this is the replay. So it needs to start up, I believe. I hope we don't crash. So this is the replay. The replay is not perfect. The people that are here every time, they know it, how it works. So it's already started up. Actually not yet, but who cares? We want to see the replay from the outside. So I can do better with the joystick than with the yoke, but yeah, I need some practice with the yoke. That's why I do it. So it was a pretty late landing. If I do that on Hamilton Island, then I'm already in the sea, I believe. And it's also not centered, way off. So this was the replay. So if we can maybe see what it looks like in nighttime, and let's set it on nighttime like this. Yup, in the sea. So this is it, how it looks at night. So it's also looking very nice. It has not the colors from the airport where we started, and that was also the freeware airport. That has some nice colors with blue and purple against the walls. That's very nice. Yeah, but this airport is also very nice, and it's also for free. So everything is nice if it's for free and looks like this. So let's take a closer look here. And here inside, I don't believe there is something to see. Nope, nothing to see. Yeah, so you are saying that it's a bit the same in real life. I think that's a bit the purpose, and we missed that actually in the base game. So yeah, I'm happy to see this. It's not perfect because the planes are parked here like hell, but yeah, it's nice. We don't need to pay for it. So thank you for the people that make it and that yeah, put it for free actually. also the both airports you can find in the link below in the description. So the Disciple, you like the way the terminals is designed, it's similar like that. Yeah, well, also like it. So it's a bit the Indonesian style, I believe. So I like that very much. So this was actually our stream, and this was the last one of this week. Next week I'm back, and normally we start with the Heathrow, Paris, and then back to the UK flight with British Airways. That's normally planned for Monday. We will see what tomorrow brings. If there is a plane coming out, then I will fly with that plane, maybe another route, and then will everything be moved one day. But otherwise, we fly British Airways on Monday from Heathrow to Paris and back to the UK. And also Thursday next week, we have a challenging landing at Hamilton Island in Australia. So very challenging. The chance is very big that I fail. We will see. So the Disciple, have a good weekend, mate. See you next week and take care. Thank you very much, mate. For you, the same. It's already Friday for you, the last day for you to work. For me, it's the last day that I'm home. Actually, tomorrow it's the last day, and then I start working in the weekend. That's why I don't stream. I see you Monday, and for all the other peoples, have a good night or a good day, and be safe. And thanks for watching and staying here with us. Next week there's a new week and a lot of things that can go wrong, so that makes it challenging and frustrating. But yeah, have a good one, have a good weekend, and stay safe. Cheers, and see you Monday.